Because what came next? Big Tone has a video that captures the absolute perfectness of it. London did not expect it. John freaking Cena. No.
Bro,
Wow.
wanna go? You wanna go first? Because I at
Just
least
so you
I
are
could
a
have seen
Cena
it.
man, I think it's only right because on the list of stuff, this is one of the people that you have said. I think Rock and Cena are your two. This is your. I've seen Cena live. All of us have seen Cena live. This was your very first time, and it was unexpected. Instant reaction from you, bro.
Oh, we saw that.
Look, man.
Please check the channel.
But
You will see the
again,
actual
man,
reaction.
we're gonna post like our reaction video when it came out. And to be honest, man, like I was a 5-year-old child like when that happened. Yeah, because again, I like it when surprises happen. I remember like at the first live show we went to, yeah, when Seth came out and he wasn't announced. Yeah, he just come out in the middle of a match and changed the match. That was my moment of the night. Yeah, so you can imagine that and times it by about 1,000 million. But we wasn't expecting him, and you heard that music hit. Like, oh my gosh, the reaction, the elation, everyone, like the look on all of our faces. Yeah, the crowd was going nuts. And like I know John Cena, that has got to be one of his like favorite moments in wrestling ever. Yeah. And he particularly,
Especially in London.
I rate John Cena so much. Yeah, especially because like he threw out purposely just to come and be a part of Money in the Bank in London because he knew what he was gonna do. He knew the reaction he was gonna get. The whole segment as a whole was great. I even like the fact that Grayson come out and how the UK just violated him with the "Who are you" chants. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, the
white
best
chants.
thing. I don't need to. Oh, what a line!
Yeah.
You're a wanker.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
trust
an
me,
excellent
I never
comeback.
need to.
I even turned. I was like, "That's a great comeback."
And it silenced
But then, of
everyone.
course,
We kind of
got
went,
to see
oh,
the
well done.
Oh, yeah, well done. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was really like a fair play moment. But yeah, then like Cena hits the attitude adjustment. But the most important thing that he mentioned, and it's got to happen. Like financially, this weekend, the WWE are saying it in their press conference was the most lucrative weekend in their financial history for pay-per-view. That's crazy. Yeah, like and
For a
that's like those 2
20,000
nights in the
person
UK.
arena.
Yeah, not for a
Exactly.
stadium. For a small
Imagine
arena.
what we'll do. Exactly. Imagine what we'll do when we actually do, or if we actually do get WrestleMania. Yeah, John Cena's made the call. It needs to happen now because man, we are gonna turn it up. It will be. I promise you, we will make it one of the greatest WrestleManias, if not the greatest ever, if it comes to London.
And this is where they will find out if they had real fans. Because would Americans fly to the UK like how the UK fans fly to America? We went over there for WrestleMania 39, 75,000 strong. People went that didn't have tickets for the show, but they just came because they were going to watch it in a bar. Just want to be in the area. Will Americans fly to the UK? That's what I want to know. Would there be seats available for them? Because Europe runs the show.
What hit me is what I saw with this whole thing. I've seen signs from people who said, I flew from Germany to see LA Knight win Money in the Bank. I had to go through the disappointment of having to put my bag in a cloakroom, even though there's a cloakroom behind the VIP section. Thank you very much, O2. But I heard a French family who were also there. There were people from Europe who flew over. It's a big question to get US fans. However, I maintain when I was in the O2 arena, I saw the guy with his Trinidad flag. I've also seen a picture of the green t-shirt guy who I don't know how they fund it, but they are there all the time. And I believe those diehards, and I think there are people who know. And the thing is, what I believe WWE will do in order to do it, and I'm not putting it into the ether, and I respect that Nick says we will never get The Rock, and yes, we'll never get The Undertaker, but there are certain names and numbers that you could put out there. I'm not saying we're going to get Stone Cold again, but you put certain things out there that guarantee that people will say, I wasn't going to fly to England, but I'm gonna be there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is some stuff that you can do. Like if you guarantee a man.
This how big it is. Mania comes to London. You just said about Money in the Bank. People flying all over Europe. There's a lot more countries in Europe than the states. Is there? I don't know. I'm about to say big claim. I think there is actually. There's a lot more countries in Europe than there are in the states of the US. So there's a lot more fans over here, and we're rabbit fans. So we will go, and it's a long less travel. Like in America, we're not just UK fans flying over there. I sat next to a German guy that could barely speak in English, so that was my experience from WrestleMania. So I didn't have someone I could communicate with that much. But you have Swedish fans, you have French fans, you have everyone comes over. It's a shorter journey for them to come to the UK, so that's a guarantee. You've got all the Europeans coming over there. You got people from Australia. It's a lot easier to come to us than to go to America. So it's just a lot of people. Asia is quicker to come to the UK than to go to America. So we've got all the continents here. But forget about that. They want to beat the now record holding seats. They want to have the record for the highest wrestling shows. So they just want it. They would do the show not to give us something, not because the UK deserve it. It's a case of, no, we have to be number one. And they know if they just go, we're WrestleMania, UK. They could say WrestleMania in the UK. They don't have to say London, just say UK. Instantly, everyone's like, all right, cool, we want to go. Then when they announce we're in the UK, tickets sold out, same day, guarantee.
So here's
all
the thing.
Gone.
Here's the thing that as Den has told us prior, is WrestleMania is a bidding war. Very much like the Olympics, it's a bidding war. People go for it left, right, and center. And what I believe WWE have done, and it's very smart, right? And Tony Khan doesn't realize what he's done by doing amazing numbers, right? This is the game WWE have played. We have done Cardiff 60,000 strong. We brought it to London 20,000 strong and made this amount of revenue based off 20,000 people. Look at the potential and the buzz for our undercard company in our industry. No disrespect to AEW when I say this. Fact is fact. WWE is number one. You check their Instagram, 28 million versus 1 million. Numbers don't lie. They have sold 70,000 tickets without an announced card, and they're the company people don't talk about. If you pay to bring us over, the revenue we will bring will be absolutely insane. And I believe people pay attention to it.
Mania is not 1 or 2 nights. Mania is a week-long event. Because when they have Mania over here, they're having Raw over here, they're having SmackDown, they're having meet and greets,
NXT.
They're having all the NXT show, they're having everything. And then WrestleMania, other wrestling companies follow WrestleMania. So there will be an AEW show over here at the same time as Mania, but on a different day. There will be a Rev Pro show. There will be just a bunch of different little indie companies would do their show because all the wrestling fans are in one place. Dragon's Gate, I don't know if they still do that here, but there used to be a Dragon's Gate wrestling match all the time, wrestling show. And then what they can do as well to make sure they beat the record is have this is the what's it called night 1. This is night 2. Add them together. No one could ever beat that record because 2 nights, but they can
2 nights
do that.
100,000 attendance, weekend attendance.
Yeah. And boom, they now have the record that no one's ever going to beat because name another 2-night show that's going to do that. Jump to the WrestleMania thing. Minneapolis is rumored to be the one to have 41 at the moment. It's not been confirmed. It's not been done. So at the moment, they're rumored to have it. If they do get it, we might end up getting 42. So it might not be the next one after this coming up. It might be 42. It might even push back a little bit later than that. But as long as it happens, I keep saying I'm not going to push no money on WWE anymore. But this I would. I'll pay for WrestleMania in the UK. I would clearly, happily do that.
Nick has long said he's still burnt from WrestleMania right now.
He will burn for life because Nick keeps grudges and he will hold that burn for the rest of his life. Nothing with it. When I say grudges, I know. He'll remember if you do something to hurt him, he won't forget get it too sick. And it's a smart move. So this with WWE is because he flew there and it was his first one. My first one was 25, so I had a great time, and I was around UK fans. If we were even around the same fans were night 2 was, so it hurt him. And when stuff, when people don't agree, it hurts. So that's all of that combined made it really down. But if it comes to the UK,
But that's what
I
I was
know
gonna
Nico
say.
will be the first to be
That
there
is what I was
because
gonna say. When Cena said it, we looked at each other and literally were like, he's like, I'm in.
yes,
Like we just
yes,
knew it. We were just a
in.
hug, like
He's
we are
all in.
getting Mania. It was like,
Yeah, he's in.
yeah, it's in.
See,
And that's the
by
thing.
the way, going to the Cena surprise, bro. I'm one of the fans that scream Cena sucks all the time, and I did the exact same thing he says everyone did. I started singing, John Cena sucks. John Cena, and then slowly morph into my time is now. My time is now. No, you can't. And then wait, what am I doing? Yo,
It
he
was
had
mad.
me. He got me.
We had to
He
show
got me.
Cena love that night. We had to show
And
him
No, but
love, man.
I think he even
came
tried
out.
to bring back the old, like John Cena sucks. He's like, you guys normally do this, and we stopped and we're like, nah, thank you, Cena. Like
no.
he just got pure love.
If it go listen to it because I
Thank
went
you,
and watched the
Cena.
show after it started. The pop was yay, John Cena sucks, and then when the lyrics started, my time everyone started singing the lyrics. I was like, oh, it's just you couldn't help it. The excitement of it. Because when's the last time wrestling surprised you? Big Tom gave it when he said, "Think I'm out." I don't get surprised anymore. I'm too much an internet thing, so I know what's happening.
Drew was relief to me because I was like, that's something I've been saying. Because people used to say the same about Roman. Oh, Roman's not coming back. And I felt like, I get you. I agree with you guys. There may have been some contract dispute, but I felt he needed to vanish because he was becoming irrelevant, and stepping away helped his relevancy. There probably was contract as well. I don't blame him because I would have sat there and been like, well, I'm not signing. And by the way, there's a Wembley show that will really, really appreciate me. So what are you saying? I would have played the same game. However,
well, apparently about that though, Drew actually might not still be signed. Apparently his contract's up in January of 2024, but like he's returned to TV, so it looks good. He's returning in a prominent role and in a prominent, program. So I feel he's gonna stick around.
I give you this: Drew popping up in the show. Drew is with WWE. So even though he's going through the contract thing, if you're not into the WWE as much as possible, Drew's injured or Drew's taking a break.
Yeah.
Cena turning up was, why would Cena be at at Money in the Bank? Would you even guess? Cena turning up is like the Rock, Stone Cold. Them not. Cena is in that part now.
Yeah,
He's in the whole
legendary status.
He's a legend. He doesn't have to be there. Did you have any rumors? Usually you get like a little inkling of something. Nothing.
But this
when
is
his
what
music, it's not just his music pop. It was the fact that the new Cena, Cody Rhodes, music just stopped. I'm like, what's going on? What the hell? It just cut off. Like, not in a surprise, someone just cut off. There's going to be an advert going. Oh, they're going to put another advert. Holy please, everyone, if you get a chance, please watch Big Tom's reaction when he put it up. It's the best reaction I've seen online.
Honestly, yeah, that's the truth. And I have to be honest, I was still skeptical. I thought we was getting. I thought someone was pranking because I heard the music and I was like, not Miz, but I was like, who is it? Who's pretended to be Cena to be like, gotcha. That was and when I saw him actually walk out, I was like, because I was there, but I wasn't fully there when he came out. Yeah. There was
a double pop.
Big Tone's video says it all.
It was.
If you see it, you'll see my hand is there. I've seen Big Tone's camera, and I felt the energy. My video's gone like that because I'm going like you can't see me.
if you watch it on WWE Network, if you watch the Cena coming out, his music hits, the crowd pops, and just as you said, the crowd's cheering, but we're like, oh, please, is it gonna happen? So the crowd's cheering, but they're like, we don't know, ready to boo. And then he walked out, and then the crowd popped again. So it was like a yeah. It was a double. It's been rare. You don't get that much these days. You don't get it with any wrestling product these days, any entertainment product these days. So from that moment, when we talk about my levels, that level, I'm now. My headache is there, but I don't even know what's going. I forget the pain. Fuck that. My headache was going away. Nico's was appearing because he went too hard. He went hard.
But can you blame him? Because this is what's happened. We get to sing Kingdom twice. John Cena comes out, and then what do they do to us? They give us Mania, which just sends us into this fit and frenzy. Everyone's all over that. He then leaves, and what do they give us as a follow-up match? some freaking chanting to do because it's Seth Rollins and it's Finn Balor.